Hey everyone, Optimus Wilbur here, and this video is not suitable for children under the age of 13. This is aimed at young collectors and adult collectors. Let's start the video. Welcome everyone back to another Optimus Wilbur reviews, and if you want to make Baby Grimlock happy, why not hit the subscribe button, like the video, leave a comment, share it amongst your Transformer friends. This helps the channel out so much, and if you want to help the channel out further, please go to the description box. There's various other links there that you can use to help support the channel. Continuing with the Toyhax Titan Wars, finally I've had this guy in my possession for years. Of course, it's Fortress Maximus, but we're starting with Cerebros. It is the San Diego Comic-Con version. Unfortunately, I don't have the Takara one, which I really want, because it does everything in Japanese, and that's the way I prefer Cerebros and Fortress Maximus. And of course, certain ones you could press the head and it plays the actual theme from Headmasters, which I would rather have. Yeah, this one's got sound effects, they're just not my favourite. But I've never reviewed the character. Reason being, setup, camera, and when I did get the camera, I tried it with Triptychon, and the video's there. I don't think it was one of my best. So, of course, the way things are going, Triptychon is returning, because he's got upgrades as well. Fortress is kind of the same. He has got upgrades, and of course he's been Toyhaxed. And that was one of the things I wanted to wait on. The San Diego Comic-Con version does come with decals already placed on them. I genuinely didn't like them. I thought they were too dark. I don't think they brought a lot of colour to the bot. But we'll go over that when I get to the main body in the next video. But I've always wanted to do a review. Similar to Lord Zarak, we're going to start with the Headmaster first. And the decals pop instantly. The camera's not really picking them up well, so I'm kind of hoping if I turn it a little bit, the light kind of helps me here. With the panelling added on, the decals have got a nice shine to them, which I think suits Cerebros down to the ground. With that as well, if I zoom in just a little bit harder, you can see we've added the decal with his strength, speed, everything, intelligence. He's maxed out. Okay, he's maxed out, which is a complete contradiction to the Americanized Western version. It's the easiest way to describe it. I have no idea what he was like in the comics. I never read them, so I can't comment. But if you take the cartoon version, I was never a fan. I just didn't like that version of Cerebros compared to the Takara Headmaster version. Moving down, the decals again pop with that reflective side to it, and finish up really what the legs needed. There really wasn't a lot of decals on the figure, and the good thing is, like, just coming in out of focus, you get to see the way the light bounces off the decals and give it that effect. Turn them round, finishes off down there as well with one decal just hiding there, matches the other side. But the Headmaster was one that I was a bit confused with, because I was like, hold on, there's a few for the visor. Now, there is decals you can put on the bot, and this is what I'm going to show you, because I'm not too sure with the standard Hasbro release. The standard Hasbro release comes with the gun. It doesn't come with the Master Sword. I've of course got the Master Sword, I don't have the gun. But one thing I did notice was the Headmaster came with a decal for a visor. So, why is that? We take the Headmaster, okay? And we'll transform him soon. You've got the decal coming down the side, which matches on the other side, which is really nice. But that visor one always bugged me, because it's for this one. So this is Exosuit Spike, and there's the Western face for Cerebros, and that comes with the Takara Legends Bumblebee. And I never understood why there wasn't eye decals for this guy, but for this guy. It is a cool thing, I guess. And if I get the head ready, and we'll put him back on Cerebros, makes a sound effect. And we'll sharpen up the camera. And you have that look. Now, a lot of people might prefer that look. Me personally, I don't. I prefer the Japanese side. But it gives you a rough idea, and at least then all the decals are representing, minus the ones for the arms. But you do get some sound effects. So we heard the gunshots. Try and get him saying Cerebros. And there we go. So that's that one. And if I take the actual headmaster, which is now hiding down here, we'll transform him. He has only got that miniature Autobot symbol. Nothing on the legs. So there's quite a bit of decals lacking compared to Lord Zarak, which had a little bit more. But I'm okay. I'm okay with that because everything else is then set for the head. If you've never seen the Spike Exosuit Headmaster, that's what it looks like. So it gives you a rough idea. And at least then, it kind of completes the character for me. The only thing, like I said, I'm missing is the gun. So, Headmaster mode. But before we do that, okay, let's get the head back on. And we'll bring in his weapon. Which is, of course, if you've watched the Japanese version, Cerebros takes out this version of the Master Sword, and that basically transforms in with him, and it's kind of like a key that activates Fortress Maximus when he transforms. And in the Takara Headmaster series, it is built up so much before you see Fortress Maximus, which is incredible, so they just use it as a battle station. The sad thing is, when it comes to the Titans Return version, totally different, and even at that, the Battle Station City combination, or the lack of combination, is the only gripe I have about that bot, but I'll talk about more when I get to that. Before we get into head mode, one thing I've always wanted to do is compare basically the Generation 1 version to the Titans Return version, and I've never done that. And Cerebros and Fortress Maximus appeared in, I think, the 100th video, which I will link in the description. I think that was like one of my celebration videos. It's either like the 100 video or it was like a sub video. I can't remember what it was. And having the Generation 1 version of Fortress Maximus, which is my holy grail. So let's bring in the body for him and the body for him, and what we'll do is now put the headmasters back on. So that's the reason I've took off the headmaster alike, because it matches. And if I transform this headmaster, transform Cerebros, and we'll do the old fashioned gimmick. Let's flip this down, get him in place, and there you go. All those bars come up. Just a lack of decals, of course, but it gives you a rough idea with the original Master Sword and the decals that they've tried to really make everything look the same, which I really do appreciate it. And it's amazing seeing the Generation 1 version next to like the updated version, which has got more presence in the sense of it can move better, stuff like that. That is one thing I do have to say. When it comes to like posability, you can clearly see the way everyone transforms. Legs can go up in there. That's the most the legs can move. Same with coming in and out. They're on a knee hinge, but the arms can go all the way around, and that's because of the transformation. More decals are hidden on the back, but you'll see them more and head mode, so we'll get to that right now. And there is the heads sitting next to each other. It's probably the easiest way I can do it, to basically showcase the decals and how each head looks similar. And here is the heads sitting next to each other with the decals on, and how some of the decals match, how they went with some of the Generation 1 look, and also to cover up certain aspects on the other one. And I think it's fascinating to look at that. But let's take a better look at the actual head itself now. So let's take away Generation 1 Cerebros. Put him back on Fortress Maximus. And now that we've got this now, okay, there's actually still quite a few decals that has not been seen. So of course, straight away in the front, you can see the antennas have got their decals, the nice cross here, and if I flip them down here, you've got these reflective ones which match on the actual body of Fortress Maximus. Now, if I was to flip it down, it makes that classic noise. And you've got decals in here, and what this is for is if he's in base mode and there's hidden decal windows here, and that's what that's hidden for, but you really only see it when it's in that base mode. So let's flip it back up, reattach the headmaster, and then you get different sound effects. And there you go. Now, there is a clear film across the eye, so it's got a constant red eye look, considering that when it originally came, it was just like dark red, so it gives it something, so it's a little bit better, but the camera's not really picking it up. But it just doesn't stop there, because this is just one set. That's right, so in the description box there will be a link for Cerebros, but it doesn't stop there. Nope, there's a bonus to this video. Of course there's a bonus. There's always a bonus to these videos now. Let's take a look at the Master Sword. Now, I might not have the gun for Fortress Maximus. I've been trying to see if I can actually get the Titans Return one, the official one, on eBay separate. But if I don't, then I'll go for the third party, of course. But the decals for the sword were on it. Now, the only ones that were really on it was kind of like just down here and here. That was it. But the actual set covers the full sword in this vibrant red and black coming across. But then at the bottom, the camera's not really picking it up well, but you've got a nice yellow, gold, red, and then this red fading into silver down here. But what I really do love is here. This is just beautiful and a beautiful touch. So apart from the obvious Autobot symbol, we have Toyhax 1, which I've got to admit, because nobody knows. Yep, of course I've got the tattoos. I've got that tattooed on my chest. So to see that on this sword, which I feel is like a more mainstay with Fortress Maximus, especially in Generation 1 Takara and Titans Return, I look at the sword more compared to the gun. Seeing that just brings warm, happy feelings. So everyone, that is the Master Sword, which was the bonus side to this. Link in the description for the decals, and of course, Cerebros. Everyone, you know what's up next. Of course, it's the main battle station. It's the main body of Fortress Maximus. And the Toyhax Titan Wars continues. See you next time, Transformer fans. Thank you for everyone who tuned in today's video. If you want to make Baby Grimlock happy, why not hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. All new videos are always coming right here in Optimus Wilbur Reviews. If you'd like to follow me in any of my social media links, all the descriptions are in the description box below. And of course, as always, I cannot stress this enough, I wish to thank Cybertronic Spree for allowing me to use their song Cybertronic Warrior as the theme of this channel. Guys, this is an incredible band that does incredible covers, and recently just done an amazing album of the Transformers 1986 movie soundtrack. Please follow them and all their social media links. I have every description in the description box below. Please check them out, and as always, Transformer fans, till all are one.